Hello, YouTube subscribers. Hello, Michigan fans, and hello, Facebook. This is your guy, Harry Bryant, back again with a special video that's dealing with what I've read about just a moment ago. This, I'm lost for words right now. When you think that hate can't get any worse, I was wrong. The hate for Michigan football and the hate for Jim Harbaugh has definitely gotten worse. Now, they're doing an investigation accusing Michigan of cheating. Or what they say in the article is Michigan has been accused of stealing signs. You only hear about that in baseball, not in football. That you can steal signs. But the NCAA is investigating Michigan football, allegedly supposed to be stealing signs or sending a person to scout other teams or whatever the case. Okay. I have some issues with all of this. And the timing of it is pretty suspicious to me. Because one, how? Or matter of fact, who reported it? That's one. And whoever reported it, is that person credible? To say the least. Because think about this. The timing of this so-called investigation. Just think about the timing of it. Just think about the timing of it. Jim Harbaugh, after serving 3 games for a recruit violation, if you want to call it that, Michigan is on the verge of being undefeated, going to that 3rd straight CFP, and winning the Big Ten championship for the 3rd year in a row to go for a three-peat. To go for a three-peat. Harbaugh, right along with the Michigan president and Ward Manuel, the AD, was about to give Jim Harbaugh a bigger contract, and he was going to have the biggest contract in the Big Ten. Because they was going to renegotiate his contract. Now, let me remind you, the timing of this whole thing is suspicious to me. It's so suspicious to me. Think about this. Like I said, Jim Harbaugh served 3 games already. Jim Harbaugh led our team to become 7-0. They about to give this man, I believe, a lifetime contract to be the head coach. Now, all of a sudden, out of nowhere, out of clear blue, all of a sudden, out of the weeds, all of a sudden, out of nowhere, you got these allegations coming up about Michigan is cheating by stealing other teams' signs. I don't even know what the heck that means. My issue is, who reported it, first of all, and number 2, is that person credible? The NCAA, look at me. The NCAA is so hell-bent on preventing Michigan from winning the national championship. They are so hell-bent on trying to destroy our program and to destroy the integrity of our program. And they're so hell-bent on trying to get Jim Harbaugh fired. My question is, okay, Michigan is already getting all of this negativity from, it don't matter where you turn, it's so much negativity is being spoken over Michigan or about Michigan for no justifiable reason whatsoever. No justifiable reason whatsoever. The NCAA is an absolute disaster. They are a joke. Why is the NCAA so hell-bent on one team? You got 130 some other Power 5 teams that they can pick from. But they so hell-bent on one particular program. And I just want to know why. Why is the NCAA hell-bent on one particular program? And that's the University of Michigan. I don't get it. I don't get all the hate. I don't get all the pitchforks. And the NCAA is riding the ship on it. They're the leaders of the pitchfork gang, if you want to call them that. It seems like Michigan cannot catch a break. For I don't care what reason it is, Michigan cannot get a break. And the only thing Michigan did is winning. The only thing Michigan did is doing it the right way without compromising their academic standards. But I don't understand, why is Michigan receiving so much hate, and why is Michigan being attacked by so many people? I don't understand why Michigan being attacked. It seems like when one thing happens, we try to put it behind us, then all of a sudden something else comes up. But it's all about what? Why is Michigan is the target of all of this hate, all of these attacks by people outside our program? I don't understand why all this hate for one particular team. I don't get it. Sign stealing? Who's the source? Who told the NCAA about Michigan stealing signs? And is this person credible? You know, I can't even get mad anymore because of the NCAA. They know that they don't have any more power when it comes to collegiate football. The NCAA don't have any power. And they try to make themselves look like that they still have power. But you got all these other teams out here that the NCAA can do an investigation on. But no, they don't talk about all the other teams. No, they don't talk about the possible SEC teams that's cheating. No, they don't. No, we're not going to talk about the SEC. No, we're not going to talk about all these other teams. No, we're focused on one particular program. And we're focused, and this is what NCAA said, we're focused on Michigan. Because I believe this whole thing with all of these attacks against Michigan, especially by the NCAA, I believe this is a way for them to prevent Michigan from winning the national championship. And they're going to do everything in their power to make sure that Michigan never rises back up to the way that they was back during the glory years. And I think the NCAA do not want to see Michigan rise back up again. Because why all of a sudden all these attacks? against one particular program in the middle of the freaking season. By the way, Michigan is on the verge of being 8-0 and possibly being undefeated during the regular season. And now you got all of this outside interference by the NCAA. I don't understand. Why is the NCAA is so hell-bent on trying to discredit Michigan's success? I don't understand it. I really don't. It should be criminal what the NCAA is doing. It should be criminal. I was watching First Take yesterday, and this is ESPN. This is how deep the hate is for Michigan, and I don't understand why. On ESPN, on Wednesdays, they have this special guy to come on there. He guy's on a radio show on Sirius. His name is Mad Dog Russo. So he gets on First Take on Wednesdays, and so he does his thing on Wednesdays. They had a segment at the end of the show dealing with Mad Dog, and I guess this whole segment is called "What Make You Mad? What Make Doggy Dog Mad?" Now, out of all things that Mad Dog Russo could have talked about, he could have stuck to baseball. He could have talked about any other sport. He could have talked about the WNBA. He could have talked about any other sport. But this man said what makes him mad is the Big Ten Conference. And guess what team he mentioned? He mentioned Michigan. He was saying Michigan shouldn't be ranked that high. He said that Michigan hasn't played anybody. I'm just so... It's beyond despicable. It's actually laughable to just witness all of the hate against Michigan. It's laughable. It's really sad. If you really take a look at it, it's really sad. It's really sad. And now you got the NCAA. Now they're driving the boat. Now they coming up with these allegations that Michigan cheated by stealing signs. I don't understand. Michigan don't have to cheat to win. We are deep in every position. We are deep, except maybe for wide receiver. But in every position, every key position on that team, Michigan is deep. Michigan returned 84% of their returning players from last year. Why do Michigan got to steal signs to cheat or to gain an advantage? And my question is, why is the NCAA not doing something else besides taking a look at Michigan all the time and seeing what Michigan doing, but yet you got 100 some other teams and they doing their dastardly deeds, but the NCAA don't say anything. They turn a blind eye like, well, if I don't see it, it never happened. I don't get the hate. I don't get why Michigan is being singled out in all of these things. They want to keep Michigan in a negative spotlight because, one, it creates headlines. Number two, it draws viewers. Number three, it draws listeners. And when it draws listeners, when it draws viewers, guess what happens? More revenue, more advertisement dollars comes into these networks. And so I guess they want to keep Michigan on the news in a negative spotlight. It's an absolute joke. It's like, and I'm just going to say it the way Trump says it. It's a freaking witch hunt. And that's exactly what it is. The NCAA need to be ashamed of themselves. And matter of fact, everybody that hate Michigan should be ashamed of themselves just for Michigan winning games. And they say Michigan haven't played anybody. Well, let me tell you something. Michigan cannot control how other teams play the game. Michigan has no control of how good these other teams are. The only thing Michigan can do is play the teams that's in front of them. Michigan do not have control of how a team or how well another team plays. Michigan don't have that kind of control. But Michigan never get the benefit of the doubt like these other teams. Take a look at Penn State and James Franklin. Yeah, he's trying to so-called try to take a stab at Michigan, talking about Michigan haven't played anybody. But who did Penn State play last week? This past Saturday? UMass? UMass? Really? UMass? And you have the guts and the nerve, and I'm talking about James Franklin, and you have the nerve to talk about Michigan's schedule, and y'all schedule UMass? But yet you have the nerve to talk about Michigan's schedule? Are you on crack? I don't understand these people, man. When it comes to Michigan, Michigan never gets the benefit of the doubt. Michigan always gets scrutinized. It doesn't matter what Michigan do. Michigan always gets scrutinized. And I don't understand why. But hey, I'm a fan regardless. I'm starting to get to a point. I don't even care if Michigan don't win a national championship this year because it's so much adversity. It's so many people out to get Michigan. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. But hey, we got all this hate. What that means? Michigan doing something right. Why else will we get attacked by the NCAA? And they've been doing their dastardly deeds for decades, pimping these players, and they making billions of dollars off these players, and these players never got a dime of that money. But yet they got a nerve to do an investigation on Michigan. The hypocrisy is astounding. The hypocrisy. Yo, I don't understand. This was an unscheduled video. But I read that garbage on Facebook. And I read that garbage on CBS Sports about Michigan is under investigation by the NCAA for stealing signs. I don't understand what the heck that means. Because at the end of the day, the players go out there and play, and the players decide the outcome. Not the scouts, not the people that sit at other teams' games or whatever the case. They don't decide the fate of the team. The players go out there and they play and they decide their fate. And I don't get, like I said, the NCAA is a freaking joke. ESPN is a freaking joke. I wish Disney go ahead and pull the plug and get them off the air. That's how I feel right now. But, like I said, I'm a Michigan fan to the day I take my last breath until God calls me home to glory. That will never change. But this hate, these attacks, it's like from all directions. It's like they shooting arrows. They shooting fiery darts at Michigan. For what? Because we're winning? Because we're doing it? Without compromising our academics, without compromising who Michigan is as a program? What, because other teams couldn't meet? They couldn't do both? They can't have an elite football team and they at the same time have an elite academics? What's all the hate about? Because Michigan is the winningest program in college football? What's all the hate for? Because the coach not going to kiss the NCAA's behind? What's the hate for? Let me know. Let me know what is all this hate is about. Let me know what all this hate is about. I just want to know, as a Michigan fan, why is Michigan being attacked? But you know what? It's okay. Because I'm going to go blue no matter what. Michigan will be here for another 100-some years unless the Lord say otherwise. Until then, to all the Michigan haters, y'all don't like us, kick freaking rocks. I could say something else, but I'm not going to say it. But until then, go blue regardless. Hail to the victors. Suckers. And that for all the haters. Kick rocks.